Yeah. Where are the pearls in my jam? I used to slam dance through gardens of sound, meditated and reached nirvana there. I swear I went through the looking glass, looking for Alice, but I found her in chains. Can't complain about life, I have piloted planes over stone temples, at least in my mind. If you think I am blind, perhaps something is wrong in my melon. Once upon a time, a man named Cornell sang like a banshee, and another named Vedder sang, who was a better man with a deep, deep voice and impenetrable lyrics. While I surfed in the oceans and waves of grunge and had fun riding them out into their little foamy bubbles. Flies into Vaseline we are. Sometimes it blows my mind, I do keep getting stuck here all this time, singing love songs, stuck in traffic on an interstate highway, while the cool kids hang in a plush velvet room, consuming flavored vape juice. I don't need them, cause today I found my friends, they're in my head, but there's something in the way keeping me from the next plateau. Maybe if I could compile all the best unplugged moments I could get there. It's past late night, now in early morning. The roosters are cock-a-doodling through and reminding me to wake up, I'm still alive. One more day to rage against the machine and make no wages. At least now I've got tools to use that I never had before. I'm growing old, my nails are long, though not quite 9 inches yet. They're getting fragile, and I need to cut them closer to the cuticle. Time to stop letting things go while I let other things go, and stop the downward spiral of my life. I live under a government that is a pretty hate machine. I wish it were different, but you can't unsmash your pumpkin. You can't go back to 1979 and avoid Reaganomics and the whole mess we've ingested since then. When I was a kid, I caught some flies and put them in a jar to see if they would live. When I opened it up, it smelled like Teen Spirit. If you don't follow, that's alright. Somewhere there's a man in a box that has all the answers. I think he says to come as you are and ask him questions, for he knows all. Maybe his name these days is ChatGPT, who knows? He wasn't around when I was coming up back then. Boys had simpler names like Jeremy. And if you wanted to speak in class, you raised your hand. There were no active shooter drills in those days. I rhymed with cherubs and fought to take the power back with bomb tracks, and anthrax wasn't a public enemy in the mail, but they could jam together. A girl named Tori Amos raped me at the notion I could get by on male privilege, and I became a feminist. But with all apologies, I do need to ask you, my girl, where did you sleep last night? Don't think I'm a creep for asking, I just need to know. I've got attachment issues, all I know is life ebbs and flows. There's an even flow you can find if you ride the right energy. And for a little while, around 1993, I think we were there in the sweet spot. We were throwing copper pennies while lightning crashed, and I alone know what it's like. One more day to rage against the machine and make no wages. At least now I've got tools to use that I never had before. I'm growing old, my nails are long, though not quite 9 inches yet. They're getting fragile, and I need to cut them closer to the cuticle. Time to stop letting things go while I let other things go, and stop the downward spiral of my life. Of my life. Live under a government that they could jam together.